From a teenager, I know it's not okay to have sex before marriage because everyone tells me that all the time, but can I do everything else but? As long as if I'm a girl, I don't break my hymen, is everything okay?
No. Quick question. Answer, no. The reality is that sexual intimacy is a lot more than intercourse. Sexual intimacy, the Bible in Genesis clearly says they were naked and they felt no shame and they were one flesh. So what does it mean? Nakedness is a sense of deep vulnerability. No shame is that feeling of total trust. Now, the very fact that you ask a question of how far can I go is the exact question that Satan wanted Eve to answer when he said, did God really say? So the question is asking, did God really say that I shouldn't do anything? Mm-hmm. That I can, just as long as I don't have intercourse. And about breaking the hymen, really about 50% of girls don't even have a hymen to break. That's another topic. But anyway, so that's the wrong question. The question is, what are you doing to honor your body and honor the body of your partner? 1 Corinthians 6, your body belongs to Jesus. Your body is the home of the Holy Spirit. How are you honoring God? How are you using that naked, no shame relationship to honor God? And that honoring is the place God gives you in marriage. So, hugs, hug your friends, but the moment you start getting sexually aroused, boys, that's easy. They've got an inbuilt barometer. Start getting erections, you know you're aroused, take a cold shower, move away. Girls is a lot, but you know when you're sexually excited. That's the time to move away from a relationship. Because developing brains, you keep on and say, oh, I can't stop. It's hard because it's slippery slope. Yes. And your brain's not mature enough to make those decisions on stopping. So it's not a case about I have been told or the Bible told. It is a case of what's good for you? Are you going to decide based on God's good word and the science that says that intimacy bonds? Or are you going to believe the culture that says you've got to have your desires met?
Yeah, right.
And it's a lie to think I can stop short of intercourse.
Yeah.
That's a dream. Not even adults will do that.
Yes. So if I'm keen on someone as a teenager and I'm thinking that maybe one day I'll end up with them, are you saying that really I should not do what I wouldn't do to my friend? That would, like, if hugs are fine, but beyond that,
keep the relation. Okay, there are levels of intimacy we talk about. So there's spiritual, there's recreational intimacy, there's emotional intimacy. If you're dating someone and you think this is a man or a boy or a girl whom I would possibly marry, you build that emotional intimacy to the point of thinking we are going to be really close and know each other without knowing each other physically. And friends will say they're a couple. Now, my husband and I were really good friends for 5 years because you don't get married when you're in university. And we were really close. And I often tell people it's that bonding, that emotional bonding that kept us together, because we are as different as he's a musician, I'm an academic. We are completely different. But it's the love of God and the emotional and spiritual intimacy. So, the best thing you can do if you're preparing for marriage, read the Bible together. Because, the most important characteristic in a husband or wife is that your partner love God more than they love you. It's only when they have that vertical relationship that they can honor you and love you. You're dating a guy and he wants to have sex with you, he is not honoring you and he's not honoring God. Don't go with him. If he loves you, he loves God first. And if he loves God first, he's not going to ask you to do anything that isn't honoring your body. and honoring his own.